Hello again, everybody. I'm the Dude 5, back with another video. Today we're going to be continuing our walkthrough series of LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens with Collectible Hunting Part 12. It's going to be the second to last collectible hunting video in this series. We're almost done collecting everything on Starkiller Base, however there's still quite a bit of ground to cover. I apologize to any of my viewers if you've been upset at the somewhat lack of content on my channel. I think the last videos I uploaded were the Destiny 2 beta, but I've been falling way behind on my uploading schedule. My life's changed quite a bit, and in the past few months, and I've been supremely busy, and I haven't had the time to upload all the videos that I normally do. So I'm gonna have to kind of just try to stick to like one or two games at a time. I am recording more episodes of Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, and I'm gonna do my best to be uploading more of those videos here very soon in the coming weeks to try to complete that series, so that way I'm ready when Shadow of War comes out, because I know I've been kind of hyping that up on my channel a bit. So I just want to let you guys know that. And so I'm going to be finishing this LEGO Star Wars series here very soon. Once we finish collectible hunting, then I'll be uploading the 100% completions of the DLC bonus story missions that came with the season pass. I also quick want to mention, I think I've mentioned it before, but I just want to say it again. For those of you that got this game in the past and you didn't get the season pass, once you 100% complete all the planets and then you finish on Starkiller Base, wherever planet you finish, once you get all the collectibles in all the worlds, and then you finish Starkiller Base, and then you go and you unlock all the Carbonite brick characters, once you complete all that, and then 100% all the story missions of the base game, you will have achieved 100% completion for the game. It'll show it in the pause menu, and then you should also have obtained 100% of the trophies as well. In the final collectible hunting video, for some reason, it took my system a little bit to register that I completed 100% of the trophies, even though I know I still had the bonus DLC Season Pass story missions to complete. I was kind of confused when I recorded it, because for some reason, once I unlocked the last of the Carbonite brick characters, it didn't give me the the final gold and then the platinum trophy that I was looking for. And so I was a little confused, but afterwards, after I kind of ended the recording, then it registered on my system that I 100% completed the game, the base game technically. So I just wanted to point that out, so I really don't have to talk much about it later. Caught some sick air there. Darth Vader bebopping around in Starkiller Base. Riding Starkiller Base. So, we just completed the last of the races. That's going to earn you the silver trophy, less than 12 parsecs. Tee-hee. I understood that reference. Obviously, because this is a Star Wars game, and I'm a Star Wars fan. Duh. Although it would have been more appropriate if I had been riding around in the Millennium Falcon in that one. But that's okay. I think the whole idea behind Starkiller Base was to be able to travel around the galaxy, maybe not necessarily at the speeds that you're able to in the minifigure, but to be able to travel around the galaxy like that, just blowing up stuff. I mean, the Death Star was mobile, but Starkiller Base is a lot bigger, so I would imagine it would take quite a bit to move that around the galaxy if it has any sort of sublight engines, or if it has the ability to go into hyperspace. We'll never know, because it got blown up. So, also, for some reason, and it's not shown on the map here, but under the general information on Starkiller Base, it's just saying we have an additional general mission to complete, even though I don't see one on the map here. And that's because I think the final general mission for Starkiller Base is Starkiller Destruction. That's the final gold brick you have to obtain. And Starkiller Destruction is once you've collected everything on Starkiller Base, and once you've collected 249 gold bricks, you do the mission Starkiller Destruction, where you fly around in Starkiller Base around a grouping of planets and just destroy them until you collect 1 million studs. And that's the final gold brick for the game. And so it's showing, if it's shown in this video that there's one more general mission and you don't see it on the map, don't panic. I believe that is why that is the case. So I just want to let you guys know that, so there's no panic. And when you go through this game yourself and you're wondering, oh, why isn't there this? No, that's probably why. So, plus, I've already seen it before in this game that most times all the side missions, not all of them are shown all at once on every map. First you have to complete a certain set of side missions before you unlock the next. I've seen that quite a bit.
Leader Snoke has identified a means to bring the Resistance to its knees. As you know, morale is everything. An army with no morale will crumble, allowing them to be simply swept aside. For that reason, Leader Snoke's plan is that we steal the Resistance's mascot, Admiral Fluff.
Really? Admiral Fluff. Alright guys, we gotta go kidnap Admiral Fluff. What the fuck? And here's the funny thing. When he said Admiral Fluff, I could have sworn he was talking about a dog. But you'll see what Admiral Fluff really is in just a minute here. It's ridiculous. This side mission kind of made me scoff and think it was a little stupid, but I mean, I guess because of the Battle of Endor, maybe Hux assumes that, hey, we're into furry creatures. Hey, the Resistance are furry. No, they are not. I'm a furry. I'm a wolf. So is my girlfriend. Our son is our little pup. But the Resistance are not furry. The Ewoks are furry. I'm sure we have a great deal of respect to the Ewoks, but you don't see us cruising the galaxy with them anymore, do you? Captain Phasma will blow through these chumps rather quickly. Yes, Admiral Fluff is a mother-humping teddy bear. Seriously. I mean, and it's not like a communal teddy bear either. It's in some guy's bed. It's in a Resistance fighter's bed. Like that's his stuffed animal that he sleeps with. It's not like Hux makes it sound like, oh, this is like a communal mascot that like boosts Resistance fighter morale. No, I mean, you probably just destroyed this one Resistance fighter's self-esteem by stealing his favorite teddy bear. But but otherwise, no. It's the dumbest thing that they could possibly have come up with, in my opinion. It's a kid's game. I'm ridiculing a kid's game, but still, it's like so stupid that they would just do that. It's funny. Hey, at least they didn't send us to hyperspace to go to the exact same fucking planet that we're on, right? Right? Yeah, so. One thing that kind of irritates me, and this is just kind of like out in the media sort of thing, is that I've watched a lot of different Star Wars theories about what's going to happen in Episode 8, and stuff like that. Yes. And like who Rey is, and when they talk about certain planets and worlds, new worlds that have been in now in The Force Awakens, like Maz's planet for where Maz's castle is at, the planet that the Resistance now inhabits. There seem to be some people out there that don't know the true names for the planets. Like Starkiller Base is Starkiller Base. I forget the name of Maz's world that we completed, but apparently, according to LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens, the planet that the Resistance now resides on is called Dakar. and I've heard people call it something else, and I'm not entirely sure. It kind of makes me unsure of what to call things. It throws me off a bit because I'm so used to calling it Dakar now, because of this game, and I'm so used to calling Maz's World what it's named because of, you know, this game, and so, you know, who knows what's right. I mean, you could look it up officially on Google and see if like Wikipedia or something has the right answer, but you know, I guess sometimes there's just no way of knowing. People call things whatever they want to call things, but there's just, I don't like inconsistencies very much.
In case you hadn't noticed, this place is pretty cold, which is why, for a top-secret military facility, we have a surprisingly high number of hot tubs. Problem is, the one for this sector's on the blink. I need someone to go fix it. I'd ask our usual engineer, but he spilled coffee on Kylo Ren, so he's not around anymore.
I love uploading new videos and new content for my channel because it's just fun to watch. It's fun to, you know, it's fun to face new challenges. It's fun to upload new content for you guys to enjoy. I try to be funny. I try to be I try to be an internet personality, because that's exactly what I'm doing, you know, uploading these games for you, for public consumption. And so, plus these games kind of allow me just to talk about, you know, different ideas that I may have, or different theories that I may have about certain things and my opinions on things, and so it's a little therapeutic in its own way, you know, being a YouTube personality, even if you're not that popular. So
Good work. Now I know who to call.
I gotta try to do more things to grow my channel a bit more, because right now I'm at like 72, 73 subscribers, and that was thanks to a couple of different shout outs from a couple of different YouTubers. Stealth Gamer 2020, who accidentally got his channel deleted, so I don't think he's going by the same name anymore. But and then there was one other that gave me a shout out. I forget who he was, but I'm greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciative words. Dare I hope that one day maybe I get to talk to or converse or collaborate even with YouTube personalities such as, you know, Markiplier or somebody that I love so much on YouTube. Because I left comments on Markiplier. I mean, he's got like millions of subscribers, and you know, I would love to meet that guy someday at a convention or something, and just confab with him and bounce stuff off of him, because he seems like a really, really cool guy. And so, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like every serious YouTuber's dream to meet like a famous YouTube personality. Because, I mean, even though they're not like Hollywood celebrities, these like abnormally famous YouTubers are like celebrities to us. They are the same thing. Like people that geek out about that kind of stuff. I'm one of them. So, you know, people like Markiplier are just as, you know, good as Hollywood celebrities, in my opinion.
New recruits. They make me.
And I've been watching a lot more Markiplier videos. He likes to do a lot of horror games, I've noticed, and his reactions are just hilarious. Like in Alien Isolation and Resident Evil 7. I watched his walkthrough series on that. He's a really like just funny ass guy. And I've been recently catching up on some of his older series, some of his Dead Space walkthroughs. They're really funny. I love how cocky he gets.
A music data card. Yes, that's exactly what
Sometimes. I mean, we all get cocky when we think we're good in a video game, and then we just get our asses handed to us, and then we realize we're not as good as we thought we were. Like, it's been a while since I played Shadow of Mordor, and I need to bone up on my combat skills in that game, because it may seem simple, but when you're like surrounded by enemies, it's not as easy as some people think. I've seen people like go into a horde of enemies in like the Batman games, or like the in Shadow of Mordor, stuff like that. I've seen people go into hordes of enemies, and come out completely unscathed. And then there are people like me where like if I'm surrounded by enemies, I gotta like run around, try to escape, and like regather myself so I can, you know, kill the actual, you know, boss or mini boss. Sometimes I have a tough time with it. So right up here is the area where you're going to be able to access a Starkiller Destruction. However, we have not yet obtained enough gold bricks to complete that. I thought it was showing there might have been a mission up here. There we go.
He always seems so glum. Kylo Ren's been looking really down of late, so I wanted to do something nice for him. That something is a historical reenactment because, without exception, everyone loves historical reenactments. Are you trained to fly a snowspeeder? You know what? I don't care because you're doing it anyway.
We have another minifig battle! I think in this one we may or may not be reenacting famous Star Wars battles of the past. I, for one, there's quite a few Star Wars things happening this year. One, they just recently announced that production and filming on an Obi-Wan standalone film is going to be underway. It's been officially announced. I am just overjoyed at that fact. I have been dying. Obi-Wan Kenobi is arguably one of my favorite Star Wars characters, next to Yoda and Mace Windu and Darth Maul. People like that. Like, seriously. Obi-Wan's like my #1 favorite Star Wars character of all time. He is just amazing. And so, like, I've been dying for an Obi-Wan standalone film, so I think it was officially announced, or kind of unofficially announced, on or after, I think, the D23 Expo. So I want to let you guys know that, so that's something to look forward to, because the Han Solo film is also still going to happen. I believe Boba Fett as well. It's already been confirmed, but now Obi-Wan. That's going to be awesome. I'm so looking forward to that. But also, Episode 8 releases this December, and then our new Star Wars Battlefront 2 is being released this November. And so I believe the beta for that, for people who are pre-ordering, releases early in October. And so I'm definitely going to be covering the Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta. And me personally, I've only kind of played bits and pieces of the original Battlefront 2. Oh, hey, Captain Phasma, meet Captain Phasma. Clone! Captain Phasma has her own clone. It's official. She went to Camino. She had it done. But yeah, so Episode 8 releases this December, and then Star Wars Battlefront, the new Star Wars Battlefront 2. I never played the original Star Wars Battlefront 2. I kind of played bits and pieces of it, so I've watched people play it, and it looked really fun. But I never really full out owned it or played it. And so, but the fact that they're kind of re-releasing, I mean, it's new in its own sense, but it's not really new because there's already been a Star Wars Battlefront and a Star Wars Battlefront 2. With the new Star Wars Battlefront 1, they basically just released the original trilogy and the original trilogy only, and they did away with a single-player campaign, which I was a little upset about, because whenever they release any kind of shooter, I always play the campaign, just, you know, for shits and gigs, and for posterity. Whatever you want to call it. And so, but I was a little upset that they didn't have a single-player campaign, and I know a lot of people were. And the amount of fuckery that goes on in Battlefront 1 is astounding sometimes, but it's still fun to play, you know, go through, and all the DLC they released for it. And I absolutely knew they were going to release a Death Star DLC for Battlefront 1, even though they explicitly denied it to try to throw you off.
Me something more suitable.
To try to throw people off. I've seen like makers of Star Wars movies and Star Wars video games and any sort of Star Wars media that I've seen put out there and that I've heard news of. I've seen them explicitly deny or try to deny things that would make fans absolutely overjoyed. I've seen them, deny things that, you would think they would put in the movie or you would think they'd put in the game,
All right.
and then it actually ends up being true, or it ends up being something completely different that, kind of blows you away that you didn't expect. And so the fact that they explicitly denied the fact that they said that there wasn't going to be a Death Star DLC, and look what they did. They gave us Death Star, and they gave us Rogue One Scarif. So it's like, I can see what they're trying to do. Like, they don't want to give anything away because they want fans to try to be surprised, but they're almost trying unnecessarily too hard to try to keep certain things secret. Where it's like, okay, well, you could kind of tell us by not telling us, and we'd still be happy about it. Don't give us the runaround, say you're not, and then do it, because that's just kind of ridiculous. It's a bit, and it's a bit hypocritical too. So, like, if you're gonna be dishonest, at least kind of, give us a little smirk and a wink, like, hey, maybe, instead of flat out denying it and then giving it to us. That kind of stuff I don't like. But but the fact that they're re-releasing, by technical definition, they're re-releasing Battlefront 2. They're not only including the prequel trilogy era again, they're bringing back the prequel trilogy era with this new Battlefront 2, which they kind of have to do because Battlefront 2 was prequel era, and a lot of people loved it. It was probably one of the most well-received games over the past 10 years. Not only are they bringing back the prequel trilogy era, but they're also putting in original trilogy and now sequel trilogy era battles, maps, characters, stuff like that, and they're also including a fresh, original single-player campaign that takes place after the fall of the second Death Star and after the fall of the Emperor and the Empire, which is awesome. I'm loving what I'm seeing and I'm hearing about this new single-player campaign. It's fresh, it's original characters and all of that, and I am super pleased, and I think a lot of fans are probably going to be pleased as well with it, especially since it's the first single-player campaign Star Wars game that we've had since the first Battlefront 2. Especially since the most recent Battlefront did not have a single-player campaign, and so I think it's gonna please a lot of people, and we'll see how it unfolds. And hopefully, it's got hopefully this new campaign has a fair amount of content, and it doesn't feel like short or rushed or anything. Hopefully, the quality of the campaign, the quality of the content in the campaign is enough to keep fans, happy. We'll see. So I'll definitely be covering, multiplayer content as well as the new single-player campaign in Star Wars Battlefront 2. I think once I'm able to figure out how to use certain audio features like group chat for my Elgato capture card, because there is an Elgato sound capture feature to where I think I can include group chat audio, so and not have to do the live commentary, because the live commentary, even with my microphone, my new microphone, if I put live commentary on while I'm recording with this microphone, it's still going to pick up sound from my TV, and I don't want that to happen, because it's going to pick up sound from my TV, and then it's going to pick up sound from my voice, from my commentary, and then all of it's going to just echo back, and it's going to make the sound quality of each of my videos just sound really shitty.
Which I now realize is slightly warmer than here.
And so I don't want that, and so if I can figure out with games like Destiny 2 how to use the group chat feature without the audio sounding garbled or anything like that, that'll be good. Because then I could probably use either this microphone or my headset microphone and have the audio sound good. And so if I can record Destiny 2 campaign with my partner in crime, Nightwolf, without having to live stream it all the time. That'll be something that I'll be, you know, gratefully utilize. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to try to do that in the future here. Sorry, I haven't been like advertising, you know, which gold brick is which. You guys are seeing how much you're collecting here. So right now you should be up to gold brick number 242 or 241 or something that it showed. And we got the trophy for completing all the the first order side missions. We got the bronze trophy, Battle of the First Order. Either it was bronze or it was gold. So now we gotta help out Poe.
Okay? Fine, don't answer me. It doesn't matter because all I need you to do is get me out of this cage! There's a monster in that cave!
Poe has his own clone too.
Would all stormtroopers please stop dropping their rubbish into the Starkiller cannon? It is not an incinerator. It is not an incinerator.
I don't know I forget exactly what I was supposed to do here. I think I should have. Showing me that I have to get him down from here. Oh, maybe I have to go over here. Get exactly what I had to do here in order to free Poe. Ah, here it was. It's kind of weird that they would put that discovery point all the way like away from him instead of like right next to him. That's just kind of ridiculous. I have to change into a character that has explosives like Chewbacca. Uh-oh. We woke up a Wampa. How are there Wampas on Starkiller Base? Like, did they just take Hoth, turn it into Starkiller Base? Oh, fan theory accepted. They took Hoth and turned it into Starkiller fucking Base. That is a new theory that I just thought of myself, and I am claiming that. I am copywriting it. That is my new favorite fan theory about which planet Starkiller Base was before they turned it into Starkiller Base.
Yep.
Because you know
Let me give you
that the First Order just picked an ice planet, hollowed it out, made it a weapon, and renamed it. So whatever planet Starkiller Base was before it became Starkiller Base, you know, the First Order just kind of just overrode it. And so it makes perfect sense as to why there are Wampas, at least in LEGO Star Wars, on Starkiller Base. Because so far as we know, Wampas are fairly native, you know, to the ice planet of Hoth, if not multiple ice planets out in the universe. You know, Wampas are, you know, kind of the abominable snowmen of the Star Wars universe, but the only place we've officially seen Wampas are Hoth. So it makes perfect sense that the First Order could have gone to Hoth, turned it into a weapon with their technology, with their engineers, their mechanical engineers, turned Hoth into Starkiller Base. Oh man,
Before they put me in that cage, I heard them say they're going to take the
that makes a lot of sense to me. I just kind of figured that out. I don't know if that's official or not. It's probably not, but it's still such a cool idea. You know, that they could have taken Hoth because I don't know what portion of the galaxy they're in, because in the original Star Wars trilogy, they're kind of in the Outer Rim territories near like Tatooine and all that stuff, but they kind of just stuck with like purely new planets in The Force Awakens, and I think we're all still assuming that we're all kind of like in the Outer Rim and maybe even beyond the Outer Rim at this point. Like maybe the bit more of the galaxy has been able to be explored and we've discovered new planets and stuff. But so far, the only ice world we've seen in Star Wars is Hoth. And so the fact that Starkiller Base is an ice planet and we've seen Womp Rats, at least here in LEGO Star Wars, makes perfect sense that the First Order could have taken over Hoth, turned it into a weapon, and renamed it Starkiller Base. That, to me, makes perfect sense. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below.
Still have another one of those doohickeys.
But that just kind of blew my mind a little bit that I thought of that. Alright, so we've now officially completed all of the Resistance side missions. So we got the trophy for that now. So let's see how much we have left to complete here on Starkiller Base. From the looks of things, we still just got the one general mission, 3 scavenger missions, and 1 droid translation mission. And that's 5. That's the last 5 gold bricks right there. So in the final video, in the final part for collectible hunting, we're going to finish off Starkiller Base, and then we are going to revive all of our Carbonite brick characters, and that will 100% complete the main game for us. And so that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I want to thank everyone so much for watching. My name has been I'm the Dude 5. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, as well as any others of mine that you may enjoy, including the one I provide on screen. Also, check out my friend Night the Wolf on YouTube. I'll provide a link in the description. Not the description. I'll provide a link on screen to his channel. Be sure to like and subscribe. Also, guys, if there's anyone out there on my channel or otherwise looking to join up on a new clan for Destiny 2 that launches on September 6th, check out Body No Pants Party. I'll provide a link on screen to our YouTube channel, as well as a link in the description of this video for our Facebook page. Be sure to visit us, drop us a like, talk to one of the admins, and get inducted into the clan straight away. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and as always, stay classy. I will see you all out there in a galaxy far, far away.